And Ross Gerber. Take a look. Yahoo Finance, the boiler room trash. And it's good that they are at least labeling this fucking swindler, this used car salesman, for what he is. Well, he's not even a Tesla investor really anymore. I thought he sold his shares. But at least they don't call him an expert because they know they can't get away with that. So think about it. They're desperate. They got to get a Tesla investor to ask about what Elon Musk is doing. And I talked about Ross Gerber before, and I'm just wondering how much Ross is paying Yahoo to have these interviews. He clearly must be paying Yahoo. The guy's an idiot. He's a nobody. And you'll notice, of course, folks, let me just explain how it works. This is somebody you're listening to. Been in the business 20 years, banned by all media, despite the fact that I'm one of the best analysts in the world. Well, I'm the number one analyst in the world. Let's be honest here. One of the best investment analysts in history. I think that's a pretty good assessment there. I'm banned. My calls are remarkable. Nobody's made my calls in print, published. I'm banned. And media doesn't want to talk to me. See, they want to talk to con men, broken clock idiots that are going to blow you up if you listen to them. So you'll tune into the ads. You'll need to call the advertisers. The advertisers will line up and pay big bucks for those advertisement slots. You got it? That's how the media scam fucking works. Some of you need to go back and listen again. You're a little slow. Even though I've been talking about this, exposing the media scam now for 15 years or more. That's how it works. But also, you got to be in the tribe. You got it? You got to be one of them. Now, I'm not talking about the black fellow here. He's just a pawn. He's a token. You see, the idea with this parasitic fucking gang that's destroyed the fucking world, the idea is to get the whites out of the way. Put anybody out there in the media in the forefront except the white man. You remove the white man and you replace him with minorities. Black minorities, Hispanic minorities. Well, they don't like Asians. They're this parasitic cabal of criminally insane, sociopathic, satanic scumbags seem to have some type of dislike for Asian people. It's what I've noticed. Although the male side of them doesn't have a problem bedding down with the females and sometimes marrying them. But it's all about replacing the white man, getting the white man out of the media, out of the discourse, and filling the discourse with these criminally insane, ultra-tribalistic, pathological criminals. And every once in a while throw in a black minority guy, Hispanic as well. Just so long as we don't have a real white guy there. You understand? That's what's going on. It's been going on for a long time. And you will see that everywhere you look. Everywhere this mafia has infested, you're going to see a insane level of severe discrimination against white people. Okay, this is just a fact. You'll see it in corporate America as much as they can get away with. You'll see it everywhere. Okay, I saw it on Wall Street, wasn't really aware. I thought something was a little strange, but I didn't realize what was going on. I look back now and I see what was going on. So this explains why Ross Gerber is able to pay off the media to get appearances. You see, it's not just the money. You got to be related to the scumbags who run the media as well. You got to be one of them. You see, their goal is to fuck you, to gang up and to fuck you, to defraud you, to lie to you, to deceive you. That's fact. Okay? And, Ross Gerber, I mean, this guy, he just wants to He just wants to peddle himself and get suckers to send him money so he can make money off of their money. You know what a parasite does? Give me your money. I want to make money off of your money. That's parasite. Now, so let's listen to what this parasitic former insurance salesman, that's right, he's an insurance guy. He didn't work on Wall Street. He was selling insurance. Fucking loser. Well, before we listen to this fucking loser, let me remind you, I've already exposed this clown. He's a buddy, he's chummy with, and a business partner of Meet Kevin. That's right. They're buddies. They're business bros. You know that? Why not? He's in the same realm as Meet Kevin. Used car salesman, right? And let me just go ahead and remind you of the videos here. I guess they've all been released. Yeah, you can see this one here. Let's go ahead and listen to it a little bit. Give you a little quick intro here. So let's talk now about Mr. Gerber, Ross Gerber. Now, I didn't know who this fucking clown was, but looked a little bit around, and apparently he's getting a lot of publicity. For what? He's a fucking loser. He's an insurance salesman. Another one here. Meet Kevin Pathrath. He is dealing with Gerber. He is kind of modeling things after Gerber. In other words, Gerber is just creating shit. Gerber is just a PR guy, right? Third one here. Before we talk about the crackpot, a couple of crackpots, Ross Gerber, Bill Still. Now, notice the last names. Folks, it seems to be inevitable. I'm not like picking people out. Seems to be all the disreputable scammers, bullshit artists seem to have a common thread. Something you might want to take note of. And then the final one here.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We got Kevin, Meet Kevin, the Kevin Pathrath, a scam artist, liar, fraud, investment idiot, parasite, who's announcing another scam he's got, Millionaire Symposium. He's going to make you a millionaire. He's going to teach you the tricks to becoming a millionaire in 3 days. Complete lie, scam, fraudster. This guy is a parasitic scumbag piece of garbage exploiting stupid, naive, desperate people. Let's listen.
I'm so excited to announce the Millionaire Symposium. Hey everyone, Meet Kevin here.
You're always excited to announce anything that you're charging money for because you're a scam artist and you know you're talking to a bunch of idiots on your YouTube channel.
3-day event, we want to teach you how to go from zero to millionaire, whether it's stocks.
We want to teach you to go from whether it's stocks. I mean, you got to be a fucking idiot. An idiot times a billion to not realize this guy is a fucking con man. Just from listening to him talk, he's actually practiced this con man style of delivery.
Crypto, finance, real estate, you name it.
You name it, he's going to do it. You name it. Whatever you want to invest in, he's going to teach you from zero to millionaire. 3 days. Sorry, that's by definition a scam. You're not God. You're the opposite. I call you the devil. You're the devil. You're a disgusting, scamming, parasitic, evil devil. Irrespective of your fake, howdy-doody smile and your bogus, upbeat, scammy demeanor, which is what con men do, most con men anyway. You're a scammer.
In this 3-day event, we want to show you the strategies for going from zero to millionaire, investing in real estate or whatever your preference is. We're going to have various different speakers, starting with Ross Gerber from Gerber Kawasaki.
Okay, so let's take a look here. Ross Gerber from Gerber Kawasaki. So, Mr. Gerber, and notice the last name. You might want to look into that, see the lineage there. I can tell you it's the same guys, the same group of people as Kevin, Graham Stephan, Tom Nash, so on and so forth, you know, media, Wall Street, banks, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Inevitably, this group of people has a high propensity of scamming people, of doing dishonest things, white-collar crime. Look at this guy. I would say similar, probably the same cabal as well. But let's take a look at Ross Gerber. What does he do? So here we have this firm. And this is pretty shocking to me. Mr. Gerber, let me give you a little reminder here. So he's claiming to have over $2 billion in assets under management. This is a little disturbing. Why? Because he's got a lot to lose. So, Mr. Gerber, let me go out right now and tell you what's going on. You're partnering with Meet Kevin, okay, in this millionaire symposium. And you know Meet Kevin. You know what he's been involved in. He was selling unregistered securities through FTX. He promoted the FTX Ponzi scheme. He's a serial scam artist. You're associating with this guy. Therefore, you know, the apple never falls from the tree. Birds of a feather always flock together. Why would you do this? Because I think right now, any clients of yours, you're associating yourself with this scammer, Meet Kevin. Folks, if you're involved with Ross Gerber, his funds, his firm, I suggest you transfer your assets. This guy cannot be trusted. He's partnering with a scammer. I wouldn't trust Ross Gerber. I would assume him to be a dishonest scammer. He's hanging with a dishonest scammer. Why would someone honest hang with a scammer? Why would he do this? I would not trust this guy. Okay? I advise you to move your assets immediately. Ross Gerber, boy, you're making a big mistake, buddy.
That's what you call, folks, an off-the-cuff, unrehearsed fucking takedown. That's how you take someone down. That's how you expose these pieces of shit. You don't hold the punches back. Nobody else does this stuff. So let me just kind of remind you all a little more here, because Ross Gerber has a little ETF. You know, this is where Kevin got the idea. Ross Gerber has an ETF because he's got the exposure. He pays for the media exposure, right? Sees face everywhere. Oh, okay. Hey, I'll get his ETF. Okay. Let's take a look. Ross Gerber's ETF. Here it is versus the appropriate index. It's modeled after the NASDAQ. And you can see it's down almost 13%, a loss of almost 13%. This is since inception, by the way. Since it was launched, he charged 75 basis points to lose your fucking ass. To lose your fucking ass. And if it weren't for the recent kind of bubblicious, ridiculous, speculative behavior in the market over the past, say, 3 months or so, he'd be down a hell of a lot more, as you can see. Okay, but you know, the NASDAQ is up 33% since his fund was launched. His fund is down almost 13%. So you're talking about an underperformance of the NASDAQ of what? Almost 400% underperforming the NASDAQ, right? The guy's a loser, an obvious loser, and more evidence, folks, that none of these funds are going to beat their appropriate weight index over the long term. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So you got idiots throwing money. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot of money here. And let's take a look at the Meet Kevin's little bullshit fund. Right? Not much different. It started a few months later. So I guess in his case, I don't know, let's see here. Yeah, his is actually worse. A little worse than Kawasaki's. Now, Kevin's fund actually has a lot more risk, arguably, than even the NASDAQ. Changes it around all the time. And, but, you know, this is what you get with stupid people. I mean, there's a lot of fucking stupid people out there. For instance, I mean, I go on and show people. I mean, It's just amazing to me how stupid fucking people are. Just beyond mentally retarded. Just much worse. Whereby you show them, not just show them the charts of the S&P 500 ETF VOO versus the total world index fund VT. You show them the underperformance. And then you explain from your world-class investment expertise, world-class analysis, why a world stock index ain't going to do shit versus the S&P index. And you still have idiots that don't fucking believe it. They're fucking stupid idiots. You can't help some of these people. God can't help them. They should not breed ever. So, let's get back to the video here. This is not going to be too long. Actually, the main event is actually going to be on Elon Musk and Trump. And so, let's take a look here before we play the video. Let's see what this says. I guess it's quotations from the video. Let's see. So, Gerber says, no. Here you go. So Gerber says, I think Tesla shareholders are more than aware that their CEO works for Donald Trump at this point. No, he doesn't, you stupid fucking airhead. He doesn't work for Trump. Musk is controlling Trump, you idiot. A fucking moron. How stupid can you be? I think it's reasonable to assume most, at least reasonably intelligent people, realize who's running the show. And Musk ain't working for Trump. Now, you all might recall, I predicted all this more than a month ago, right? Immediately upon that interview on Twitter between Musk and Trump, immediately I came out and I told you guys Musk has fooled Trump, right? Fooled him, and then after that, he started flooding all types of money in. And he's since taken over the presidency, which is pretty shocking. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, that there hasn't been any type of investigation on Capitol Hill with respect to the meddling of Trump and his paid sponsor, Elon Musk, into the national affairs of the U.S. The reason why there's not going to be any investigation with regards to that is because, once again, folks, they only go so far. They don't want to expose the whole game. They don't want you to realize that your democracy is a fucking scam, you see? So they're only going to go so far. So let's go ahead and listen to this. This guy's such a fucking idiot.
You know, just as we think about something that you were mentioning a moment ago in full self-driving, more states need to come online, not just to pilot, but ultimately green light. What is the that Elon Musk can move in the ear of President-elect Trump once and after the inauguration takes place to really get this more federally looked at and federally greenlit?
Well, here's the problem. The federal government doesn't actually have authority over state roads, so you have interstate highways, which are part of the federal government. And then you have most states, all states have their own, it's the California Highway Patrol. It's not the Federal Highway Patrol. Mm-hmm. So California sets its own rules, and they're going to set the rules that they want to protect the citizens of California. I'm a states' rights guy. This is a states' rights government, and the states have every authority to enforce safety for its citizens based off what its citizens want. So
So by the way, let me just mention, they call this guy a crybaby because, he's trying to, he wants to be, he's one of these guys out there. And there's like some twerp, I'm not going to mention the name, on fucking YouTube. Some little fucking stupid, demented twerp. He's so fucking stupid. Been trying to run a channel now for 15 fucking years. Still failed. He's still fucking delusional. And he's this kind of guy. Someone see me, hear me. I want to be known. I want you to respond to me. I want to seem relevant. It's like this guy. It's like Gerber. He pretends like, oh, well, I'm trying to get on the Tesla board. Okay, I've withdrawn my... What? Who the fuck are you? You're a fucking insurance salesman loser, dude. You're a nobody. Shut your mouth, loser. But I also call him a crybaby because here's a guy who got all pissed off at Musk because of Musk's political agenda, right? He basically shifted from left to right wing, and Gerber being the liberal, the typical liberal, you know how these guys are, the cabal. They're not all left, because they control the whole fucking game, right? They control the right and the left, but most of them are left wing. But he got pissed off at that. That's why you get pissed off at Musk, you see. And so, I'm selling my shares. He sold his Tesla before the stock soared, by some 85, 90% over the past 2 months. He's not in Tesla. Take a look. Fucking idiot. Crybaby fucking idiot. This is a guy who was a big Tesla supporter, one of these fucking delusional morons like Kathy Wood. Oh, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla. And the stupid idiot sold at the wrong time. Let's take a look here. Of course, his window dressing, he puts NVIDIA here, which it wasn't there before. I don't see Tesla on the top holdings here. See that? So, this guy's a fucking loser. And, I point this out because most people, very few people understand. Once again, folks, if you're constantly seeing nothing but losers being paraded as experts, you're basically going to judge. You're going to say, okay, this guy's a moron. I like this guy. This guy's good. And it's all relative game. And the whole relative comparison is based upon a bunch of fucking idiots. You got it? That's why I'm pointing out this fucking idiot. To remind everyone out there, they're not really coming out and showing you experts. It's all a bunch of fucking clowns. It's a dog and pony show. Whether it's this Tom Lee fucking clown, a fake analyst, or Dan Ives, another fake analyst, a stock pumper. Dan Ives, Weed Bush. Like, who the fuck is Weed Bush? They're a fucking boiler room shit show. They don't even manage $5 billion. They don't even have $5 billion under management. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. People don't know that, though. They're a fucking joke. Now, I'll guarantee you, if you pulled aside one of these analysts or strategists from a real Wall Street firm, like Goldman Sachs or Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, or Morgan Stanley, we pulled aside, David Costin, strategist at Goldman, or even maybe Mike Wilson, the CIO at Morgan Stanley. You pulled these guys aside and in confidentiality, you say, well, what do you think of Dan Ives? And they'll just start laughing. They know that Dan Ives and these stupid fucking clowns that they promote on these pump networks like CNBC, they know they're a fucking joke. But most people don't know that. You see? I'm a fucking insider. I'm a Wall Street insider. I know it. That's what I'm telling you guys. Okay? That's it for this. I'm going to come back now with the main fucking feature here. Elon Musk, the three fucking stooges of lies, fraud, and treason. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and Ramaswamy.